ASU is reimagining medical education with a new school designed to train doctors as both physicians and problem solvers. The John Shufelt School of Medicine and Medical Engineering will open in downtown Phoenix, giving students the chance to earn both a medical degree and a master's in medical engineering in 4 years. The school is named for Dr. John Shufelt, a longtime Valley emergency physician, attorney, and entrepreneur who founded NextCare Urgent Care and telehealth company MeMD. Dr. Shufelt joins us now to explain how this new approach could transform the future of healthcare. It's great to have you here. What an honor, truly. And thank you so much for all that you've done over your years. This program is truly one of a kind. It sounds revolutionary. Tell me about it.
It is incredibly exciting. When President Crow explained it to me, I remember telling him, like, listen, if I can sweep the floor, I will be there. I'm in.
Wow.
And the way it was explained to me is in 4 years, you have a master's of engineering, and then an MD degree as well. So we're going to train physicians a whole new way in very systems level thinking to approach the healthcare solutions, not only on a patient level, but on a systems level.
And is it me, or does that sound like a fast track? I mean, 2 degrees. And I mean, I think a lot of us are familiar with the medical degree, but the medical engineering, explain that.
I mean, learning will certainly be accelerated, and using AI certainly helps make that process much cleaner, much quicker, but then adding engineering on top of it. So the classes will be combined engineering and medicine in the same class. So not only do you look at the heart, for example, but you look at the engineering behind the heart, the electrical system behind the heart. And so the students will graduate with those 2 degrees.
And why is that so needed?
Well, I think, I mean, I hate to say this because I'm in it, but the healthcare system is fairly broken. We could do a lot better. And we need physicians who are trained to think in this larger context of how we can improve healthcare for the masses. Not only on an individual basis, when you go into the emergency department, which is my background, but on a systems level approach where you can think of how can we improve the whole system to deliver the right care to the right patient at the right time.
Yeah, and we were talking about using, new technology and using AI. And, this is obviously venturing into more of a field that is, AI, we talk about it all the time, and sometimes it gets kind of a bad rap, right? Honestly. But then on the flip side, the way you're using it to weave through, this industry is very fascinating. It's not like your old school approach, right?
Correct. I mean, the pace of learning and the pace of discovery it will be logarithmically increased in the next 5 years.
Yeah.
And we're already seeing it. We're seeing breakthrough after breakthrough that is often because of AI looking at large amounts of data across populations of patients.
Give me an example of how it's working, like the interactive, the virtual learning that we were talking about.
Well, one thing that completely blew me away is when I was in medical school, we dissected cadavers, and we didn't even wear gloves, and you'd come home and your hands would be basically pickled.
Right.
And now the cadaver days are over. Now all gross anatomy won't be gross at all anymore. It'll be virtual reality. So you can put on these goggles and pick up the heart and look at it and spin it around and pull it apart and look at the chambers, or lift the muscle off and see how it gets innervated. It will be a much better learning process than sitting over a cadaver dissecting for hours on end, and making mistakes as you go.
Yeah, it sounds so elevated, and especially at a time right now where there's such a critical shortage, right, of doctors.
There is. There's a certainly critical shortage in Arizona and really across the United States. And so this medical school will help address that, but on the same time have these system level thinkers. And I was laughing. I was looking at the resumes of people applying for medical school. We have 900 applicants for next year already.
Wow.
And looking at these students' backgrounds and personal statements, oh my God, rock stars.
Really?
Change the world, rock stars. It's cool.
That is incredible. What is this moment like for you? I mean, having this, this building named after you, and just seeing, what an impact this is going to make, especially for the next generation.
I mean, for me, honestly, I think of it as kind of a pebble in a pond moment. I mean, it's if we can create a small ripple here, then for generations to come, these students that have the opportunity to go to ASU will affect the lives of literally thousands and thousands of patients and families.
It's really incredible.
It's humbling and exciting.
Yeah, I can see why you're all in. Thank you so very much, and thanks again for what you do. We appreciate you.
My pleasure. Thank you.
All right. Crystal.